so I'm still at ROI. So I'm in Puerto Rico. I'm in San Juan, Puerto Rico. So I'm in a meeting called ROI, Return on Investment. Get it? It's the ROI Summit. It's the second year in a row. I was here last year too. Crazy. Okay, so it's arranged by the Hello 7 team. Rachel Rogers is the founder. So she was a lawyer and she didn't really like law, but she really liked helping women start businesses. So she built a business over the last, I want to say like 14 years. And now she makes $12 million a year on helping women in different ways build businesses, especially underrepresented women. So, you know, according to race, according to disability, which of course speaks to me because I'm a neurologist. I'm Dr. Mary Rensel. I'm a neuroimmunologist. And I treat folks that are living with multiple sclerosis. You know, so it means a lot to me that she also has included, you know, women living with disabilities, and also LGBTQIA. So those were her focuses, women living in those three areas. And I'm here because I wanted to learn more about business, because I figured out over the years, so living as a doc, you know, I realized personally, you know, you hit gender inequities in pay, in leadership opportunities in so many ways. And I hit 50 and I was working on committees, I became president of association at work, and I was trying to enact change, you know, we had to see more gender equity, just because I feel like it's inefficient, right? Like if we all go to the same school, we get the same degrees, why can't we use our skills and our training to the same level and to make the same impact as the other gender? You know, I just don't understand. It's inefficient to me. And I don't like inefficiencies. You know, I'm a mom of 4. I like to get things done. I like to do what's important to me. And I don't like to waste time or energy on things that just don't make sense, right? So grab your coffee if you need, or get a little sip of water. So I hope to introduce you to some business owners. I'm here at ROI. It's starting soon. But I'll tell you, yesterday I had a really cool meeting. So I met with a coach, my new coach. Do you want to share your business at all? Because I'm on live at YouTube and I'm glad to share your business.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, how are you? Come sit on this side.
Okay.
And you could I'm just like, I want to just have like
morning.
an open channel.
What are we talking about
We
today?
are talking about, I lost my little thing. Wait, we're talking about your business.
Aww.
We're talking about well, I would love to talk about coaching.
Yeah.
What did I do with my little thing? I lost it'll still work. It's still a microphone. I'm going to put it, it's good on here.
I'll just be 2 minutes because then I have to eat breakfast.
Yes, please do.
Thanks for the invite, though.
Absolutely. So tell us about you and your coaching.
I am the Cunty
New
Coach.
Surprise, people.
Yes,
Right.
surprise. I'm a life and business expansion, excellence, abundance coach, helping high-achieving feminist founders and CEOs live their best life.
Join me if you want.
While scaling their business in alignment.
Amazing.
And in authenticity.
And where do you live? Where's your home base?
Portugal.
Yeah. So can you coach people anywhere?
Yeah.
You do it virtually?
Yeah.
So who should reach out to you? Who are your perfect folks that you're like, yes, I got you?
My perfect folks are feminist leaders. They founded their business. They're scaling it. They're maybe just around the $1 million mark, or they just surpassed it.
Nice.
And or more, right? It doesn't fully matter the number, but it matters that they want to be in full alignment. They want to live their best life. It's not just about the money, it's about what impact they're making in the world, how they feel in their soul. Like, are they having fun? Are they doing what they actually care about and love? Or are they just exhausted from the hustle, and just sacrificing way too much for the growth of the business?
Yeah, so important.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. As a brain doc, I love
you?
to talk about that, like purpose. Like, because
Yes.
we know like there's a part of the brain it's like nonverbal, but we just feel it.
Yes.
And it's connected to our gut. That's why we kind of have a sense.
Yes.
And it's like, this is not me, or this is totally me, or I'm on, or I'm like off, you know?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. So
that.
that's cool. So how can people find you?
People can find me online at cuntycoaching.com. I have a podcast. It's called Cunty Life and Biz Realness.
No.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay,
so
cool.
We bring the realness. That's why I called it that. It's like pulling the curtain back on entrepreneurship, on like life and business, right? And just telling our stories. When were times in our lives that we had to be cunty? And Cunty is an acronym. It's so much more than just the word, right? I'm actually like reclaiming the word and making it into an empowerment tool.
Love it. All right, we'll go have breakfast so you can learn
thank
today.
you so much, Mary.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll send you a link.
Oh, that would be so fabulous.
Enjoy
Thanks,
your
everybody,
day.
for joining.
All right, reach out to her. Yes.
Thank you so
Oh my
much,
gosh.
Mary.
Yeah,
Have a good
absolutely.
one.
Yeah, I'll see you. All right, everybody. See, so many different kind of coaching is available to us, you know. So, okay, so my story yesterday. So that's cool. So you reach out to her if you're a leader and so I coach women docs. So if you're a woman doc and you're like, hey, I don't know what business is. I don't know how to start a business. I don't know where to go. So that's what I help with. I help, first of all, get your mindset ready to think about a business, see change, and able to like take some time to get to know you, what's really important to you. We have some lessons, we do a little checklist, little quizzes, so I can get to know you and we can figure out what's really important to you, what you want to see different in this world, because business can be a vehicle for change, which is so amazing, right? Okay, so I help women docs, I like to say neuroscience-based coaching. I'm also a Hello 7 certified business coach. So there's like a prescription, like, at this level, here's what you do, these steps. As you grow, here's the steps. So we work on, your mindset, how to build a business, how to be a CEO. And we don't call ourselves that as docs, but when you're building a business, I can teach you the steps on how to do that. Okay, guys? Okay, so as you can see, there's many different kind of coaches. And coaching for me, what does a coach do? Well, why does, an NBA player have a coach? Why, even though they're really amazingly skilled, right? Why does, someone like a high level, like why does Venus Williams have a coach, or because they have amazing skills, but as coaches, you can kind of see patterns, see where people are getting stuck, kind of mirror back to them some of their activities so that they can learn from it, right? And then we can kind of point out like next steps for them as a business coach. So coaching a lot of time is just kind of mirroring, I see you doing this, and just guiding a person with like reflecting back what's important to them and what they've been through. And a lot of times as a coach, you can see certain barriers, like a story someone's telling themselves, like women docs don't start businesses, women docs don't have any business training, so we can't learn it. Like those are stories, those are not true. And so we know that we can bust past that. We know we can learn, we know we can have new days, right? Exactly. Okay, so let me tell you about, the story. So I met with a new coach yesterday, and I started telling her what I do, that I help people, living with MS, and she just got this look on her face, and she was like, I think I'm gonna cry. I'm like, okay, why? So she said her mom, passed away from MS, and that her mom died at 60, and she cared for her, and she didn't want to put her in a nursing home, and she had her in her home when her kids were little. And I was telling her, like, there's so many, new things, to help folks that are living with that, and it was really neat. So she just started crying, I started crying, because, she went through so much with her mom, and she just really loved her and cared for her with everything she had, even as a mom of young kids, she had her in her home with her, physical disabilities, which is just so beautiful. So she said her mom was a nurse, and that was her identity, and MS hit her really hard, her mom, and so we were crying over that. But there's new options, thank goodness. But what she's doing is, this woman that I met, she's a business coach, and so she helps folks, kind of set up their marketing strategies, their sales strategies. So there's all different kind of coaches. So it's really something to think about is, if you need a coach, you think, I never had a coach. Well, it's kind of like that Candyland game, if you're at that one level, but you want to get to the higher level, you can slide down. Coaches help you kind of see your barriers, help you move faster, help you get to your goal faster, like with real precision movement, so you don't waste any time or energy, right? Oh, you got this, guys. Okay, so our speakers yesterday, oh my gosh, totally amazing, right? So yesterday we had, I saw Pollyanna Reed. So she's a publicist, she's a freelance writer. So she gave us so many tips on how to work with the media, how to reach out to journalists, how to pitch something to large journals like Forbes, Inc., etc. Because they need stuff to publish, but they want to know what you're up to. And she reminded us that it's really good to be of service to them. So if you know something going on nationally or globally, and you have information, you can reach out. Like I work for an institution where I can't just reach out to media in that role. But me as a business owner, I could reach out, and according to like being a business coach, I could reach out. So be careful on your roles and who you can reach out to with media. But it was really neat. Pollyanna Reed, her name is. Look her up. She's amazing. And she's a ghostwriter for celebrities. So she couldn't tell us everyone she writes for, but she does a lot of cool work. And she writes for Forbes, and she's looking for women that are changing the world, like women leaders. So if you're that, reach out to Pollyanna Reed. And she said she really loves Twitter, which I don't hear that too much. But she said writers are on Twitter. So if you want to get into more articles or media attention, maybe go more towards Twitter. That's what she suggested. Okay, the other person I heard was Alexandra Franzen. She's also a writer, and she ghostwrites for people. She actually helped Rachel Rodgers plan her book and structure her book, and she's doing a retreats for women who are planning their book, which I would love to do. It would be so cool. So Alexandra Franzen, so look her up. So she gave us a lot of tips, and she told us the story that she was on her phone, kind of running, kind of on her phone, kind of not paying attention, almost got hit by a train, like a high-speed train in Oregon. So, that's super scary. So she went social media free, and she said her business did better social media free, which is really cool to know. Because she said she could focus, she would focus more on relationships. So she was an amazing speaker. So thank you to Alexandra Franzen for coming to ROI in Puerto Rico, San Juan, Puerto Rico. And then also Ivy McGregor I got to hear speak, amazing. So she just was preaching to the room. People were literally standing up and shouting out, and she was get what you came for, so we were supposed to yell out to other people as they were soaking in things. I mean, it was so energetic. And so she's the executive director of Beyonce's foundation called Be Good. So she talked a lot about how we need to be good to ourselves, how we need to live with integrity, and be good to our bodies, be good to each other, set boundaries, keep our boundaries. So be good to ourselves, and then doors will open and you can do more for your communities. But she also talked about temperance, which I thought was really interesting because I don't hear people talk about that a lot. And she meant that the way she reacts to people, she has to use temperance. Meaning she says sometimes she's very reactive, so something will happen and she'll go from 0 to 10 in a second. And so she was I need to take a deep breath and maybe sleep on it. And she's friends with Oprah, and so she was just saying hey, Oprah tells me to sleep on it, Ives. So she was laughing that she has a nickname from Oprah. Very jealous. Someday I'm going to meet Oprah. Hello, Oprah. I'd love to meet you someday. Okay, so that was Ivy McGregor. She is Be Good. She's the director of Beyonce's foundation. So she was telling us all stories about how Beyonce donated all this money to small businesses globally during her Renaissance tour, which is so cool. So 90 businesses, she gave them each $10,000, something like that, and then also gave away $2 million during this tour. So I didn't realize all the donations and amazing work that she does. And her foundation is focused on things that are important to me too, which is education. 100% love education. I think it's really where the answer is. And then also entrepreneurship. So that's my new focus over the last 5 years, because I realize the power there, right? So if I learn how to build a business and share it with you, because I'm a new Hello 7 certified coach, you as well can, we can just follow these levels, and we keep swirling around and kind of building the business as we go. It's kind of like a spiral, right? So we start at one point and we just keep moving and building your skills toward a business, and you learn how to start small and just keep growing it and how to take care of yourself as you do that. So I love that Rachel Rodgers, who's the founder of Hello 7, frequently reminds us you got to care for yourself as you are building your business, because there's no sense, you cannot focus for 16 hours. I love that she says that. So I'm a brain doc. I love talking about the realities of the brain, and I like to think of the brain like a little puppy or something that you have to take care of, right? So you have to feed it and water it and take it for walks and give it a nice comfy bed and have it around safe, special people and teach it things, right? And so that's a great way to think of your brain, is like a little puppy or a little kitten if you're more of a cat person. But we need to care for the brains like we would a little puppy or a kitten, and not just take it for granted, not just think that it's going to be able to find food or what have you. You want to make sure that you are intentionally caring for your brain, right? That you're giving it support throughout the day, especially if you're trying to build a business. How can you do something new and come up with creative ideas if your brain is not in a good state, right? So that's what, just treating it like a puppy is something we do in Brain Fresh. So I have a business called Brain Fresh. I support women doctors in learning how to get themselves ready for change, how to think about a business, and how to start their steps toward a business. I have a course called Side Hustle Accelerator, and I'd love to support you and show it to you. Just jump on a call and I could tell you all about it. And what you do is you just get in a new mindset, right? Like, so you can see new possibilities, and you learn like, oh, these are my values, these are my strengths, these are my gifts, this is how I should build a business with what's important to you and with your own special gifts. Like, that is the key, right? So you got this, guys. So reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Just DM me any questions you have about Side Hustle Accelerator. It's my course for women docs. I love to teach you. You know nothing about business, it's fine. That's where I started. I know nothing. I hung out with women in business for a while, and then I got a business coach, and then I got another business coach, and I joined Hello 7. They have a club so women can learn about business and get support and take courses and just keep growing your business knowledge. And then I got a certificate as a Hello 7 business coach, so I can walk you through all the 7 levels of building a business. You start from 0. Of course you start at 0. You don't know anything, that's fine. We can still learn. As women docs, we can learn, we can grow. And that's how we stay vital, right? Like, that is how we stay interested and vital, is we're learning. We love that stuff, right? I love school. I love learning. I love trying new things, but it's uncomfortable. Like, I was just telling my daughter, I hired a new coach to help me with sales and marketing, and it's uncomfortable. Like, I'm afraid of this person because I know she's gonna have me do things that are new to me, and that's okay, because emotions will come with learning. It will feel uncomfortable. And that's all right, right? We can be uncomfortable because that means we're learners. Like Ivy McGregor, when she was talking to ROI yesterday, she talked a lot about this middle zone. Like, you're learning something, it's uncomfortable, you're in the middle. You're not quite there yet. You're kind of building your like cake of information. Like one coach called us a cake. Like, all your good and bad life experiences go into who you are, like a beautiful cake. And you can use all of that information to build something beautiful, right? So, join me in Side Hustle Accelerator. It's a 10-week self-paced course for women docs who just want to know a little bit about what it might be like to get ready to think about a business. You want some more options. You don't want to feel like you're stuck. And you got this, guys. I'll walk you through it. And then I also have a live class version. So if you'd rather do it live in a group, we'll do it that way. And then, the ultimate version is one-on-one. So I'm a business coach. I'm Hello 7 certified business coach. So then I can walk you through the 7 levels of business. We can work together one-on-one and just bust past all those emotions. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's not always happy. You're not always like, yay, this is great, because you're learning. So it's uncomfortable, but it's okay to be in the middle. Okay? You got this, guys. All right. Thanks for listening and have a great day. Dr. Rensel signing out. Feel free to DM me any questions you have about Side Hustle Accelerator, my course for women doctors.